Hello everyone, welcome again to our YouTube channel IELTS by Neil. Today we are going to break 5 myths about IELTS writing tasks. So as you all know, IELTS have 4 sections: listening, reading, writing and speaking. With this writing section, we have 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. Okay, so there are some myths about both the tasks which we are going to break today. So let's see what are some 5 biggest myths about writing task of in IELTS. Okay, the first one is big and fancy words. So some people think that if they will use big and fancy words, they will be easily able to achieve the band score of 7+. That is not truth, because what happens is sometimes students just try to memorize the words and they just try to fit in any essay. That is wrong practice. So if you look at the first one, do I need to memorize some big and fancy words? The answer is no. You don't have to memorize it. It's just that you can what you can do is you can look for the words according to the topic. For example, you can look for some words for environment, for technology, for education, travel. So there are a lot of topics, or the best way is to read English newspapers, to read English articles. That is the best way to improve the vocabulary. Okay, so don't memorize the big words, rather I would recommend to improve your vocabulary. But now the question is why we should not overuse the big and fancy words, because the examiners are very experienced and they will come to know if we have used something forcefully. They have been checking answer sheets every day, so they know what students are doing. So do not memorize the word, rather improve your overall vocabulary. Number 2 is long essay achieves a higher score. That is wrong. If someone thinks that the more or he or she will write, the better the score will be, that is a wrong idea. Absolutely not, because as long as you have fulfilled the required word limit, you will get the score. For example, task 1 is 150 and for task 2 the word limit is 250. Okay, so as long as you are fulfilling these requirements, you should be easily able to get the score, or you will not lose score for the word limit. That is for sure. Okay, so do not fall for such myths that the more you write, the better the score will be. Okay, this doesn't go in the IELTS like that. So please stay away from such myths. Number 3 is giving examples from personal experience in writing task 2. So as we all are aware, in writing task 2, we have to make body paragraphs. Okay, so in those body paragraphs, we have to give examples along with the reasons. Okay, so you must have heard that people keep saying that you cannot use examples from personal experience, or you should not use example from personal experience. That is a low score factor. Well, that is a myth. We can give examples from personal experience in IELTS writing task 2, because some questions actually demand us to include relevant example from own knowledge or experience. You must have encountered some questions, they actually ask us to use our own knowledge or experience to prove a point or to give a reason, to explain the reason. Okay, and to be more sure, just go to the official guide to IELTS book and page number 120. It clearly mentions this phrase. It says include relevant examples from your personal experience, but these must be relevant to the questions. So any example which is not relevant will not be considered, or any example which is relevant regardless of a personal experience will be considered yes. Okay, so yes, you can give examples from personal experience as long as they are relevant to the question. Okay, so that was a myth. Coming on to the myth number 4, that is use of complex and compound sentence will get me a band score of 7+. However, it is true that examiners are looking for use of complex and compound sentence. But whole your essay does not depend on only these two sentences. No, it's not. Okay, there are many types of other sentences which you have to include to be able to get the band score of 7 and above. We have made a different video on types of sentences in task 2. So please make sure you go and watch that video for the better understanding of types of sentences. So complex and compound are just two types. There are other many types of sentences which you need to use to be able to get the good score in grammatical range. Now coming on to the last one, but the very popular one, that is use of personal pronoun. For example, I, we, you. Okay, so these are personal pronouns. You must have heard people or many tutors saying that we cannot use personal pronoun. However, that is not true. You can use personal pronouns as long as you are staying on the topic. You just need to make sure that you are not going off topic. For the confirmation, I would recommend you to refer to the official Cambridge book. You will find a lot of examples for sure. So just make sure that you make use of personal pronouns wherever necessary and appropriate. I hope this video must have got some clarity to you guys about the writing task for IELTS. So please do not believe in such myths, okay? Just do your own research and do your best with the writing. Thank you so much for your time today, guys. If you have any questions related to the IELTS preparation, please do let us know in the comment section below.